think he won a starring contest with the Pterosaurus and the Pterosaurus got mad.
So he's having a scar. That still that helps.
You!
So I guess no piercings.
What's a tattoo?
No tattoo. Well, this looks like a very strange looking fellow. In Sketchy Individuals, you play as a sketch artist. Test with drawing suspect based on witness description. Sounds easy, right? The catch is, while the witnesses do remember the criminals, their descriptions are, let's just say, a bit unique. A job like a rock, who said no to the sea. You will not move me, I will be free. This is not helping at all. Can I piece together the right faces and help catch the real culprits, or will my sketches send innocent people to jail? Let's find out how my artistic skills hold up.
Hello, dearie. I am sorry to bother you, but I seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Poor grandma has had her handbag snatched by a rapscallion while out running errands this afternoon. Oh, won't you please help me find the one who did it?
No. The end. Not just kidding. So, how do I... Oh.
Well, if old grandma's memory is still good, I remember them being a bit square-jawed.
Square-jawed. This one? This looks square-jawby. What about the skin color?
Frankly, dearie, I think they could do with some sun, but they weren't the palest I've seen either.
I guess then this one. Hairstyle.
Oh my, their hairdo was a bit shocking to little old me. Very lopsided indeed. Where would the other half go?
So it's having like an undercut, kind of like this one, I would assume. I would assume this is the only one that is kind of having that hair color.
Why, it was about the same shade of a lovely golden locks I had in my youth. Oh, to be young again.
So blonde. Eyes.
They looked rather tired, dear. I think they could have done with a nice afternoon nap.
So they need to sleep. So they have sleepy eyes. Like this one. Tired. I think they could have done with a nice... Yeah, I think this one. Eye color.
Their eyes reminded me of my famous hazelnut cookies.
So brown.
Once we finish up here, I will get right down to my kitchen and whip you up a bunch for being so sweet and helpful.
Hazelnut. Would it be this one or this one? Oh no. I would go with this one, hopefully.
I guess I'm not too sure, sweetie. It wasn't too big or too little, not too skinny or too wide, just average.
An average nose. So not too big, not too little. Average. I would say this is average. This is kind of big, this is kind of small, this is kind of skinny, this is skinny, small, medium. I think this is it. The mouth.
My, this person must spend so long frowning that the face got stuck that way. My grandkids never believe me when I warn them about that, but it's true.
So like this? Or this? I think this. I hope.
No hairs to speak on that face. Why, even grandma might have them beat.
So there is no facial hair whatsoever. Scars.
Scars? Oh heavens no, I would hope not. Even a ruffian like themselves.
So no scars. Okay? Piercings.
Now that I think about it, sweetie, I think they might have had their ears pierced too. Nothing else comes to this old mind.
But like how? Like this? Oh, okay, like this, because the other one is for the nose. Okay. Tattoos.
Nothing that I could see, which is strange for youngins these days. Why, even grandma has some hidden ink.
So nothing. Okay. That's all? I think this is your culprit here, the back snatcher. I am spot on. He's having a little blush, but otherwise it's spot on. Look, same eyes, same nose, same mouth, same hair. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at these dudes' kawaii eyes though. But yeah, otherwise definitely this person. 100%. Look, exact same person. This one. Arrest him! Hey dude, I got a major problem. Someone just jacked my ride and tore straight out a lot of the coffee I was at. I just had new tires put on, And now they're probably half melted from all the tire tracks on Main Street. I was supposed to do that. We need to get this figured out, like, now. Okay, just... Wait, you... I have to ask. I was like, will you not tell me anything? But yeah, he will. Okay, so, how about the head shape? They were kinda round, I guess, but not like chubby, you know? Round but not chubby. So I guess this one. How about skin color? They were pretty tan, I think. I only saw them from behind for like a second through the window. Pretty tan. I guess this is pretty tan? Or is this pretty tan? If it says pretty tan, then it's just not tan, so I would guess this one. I don't know the style. Space something. Does it matter? Space something? How does it help with the hair? What do you mean space something? How is... Which one of these hairs are space something? Oh man, space something.
A few minutes later.
This is space something. I don't know. I thought the jerk was wearing a helmet until I ran closer. It was dark. So dark hair. If I would have seen them before I walked in, I never would have left my bike out there. They had the shiftiest freaking eyes. Shiftiest freaking eyes. So I guess this one. I will tell you one thing. Their eyes will be the same color as they will be when I finish pounding their face into the pavement. What does that mean? Pounding their face into the pavement. So if your face is being pounded into the pavement, your face would be realistically red from the blood. Brown or green or blue, decide the... I don't know, I will go with blue. I don't know. Dumb, stubby little thing. The nose. It's a small little thing, so I guess this one. But the mouth. Look like they didn't even care, man. Just blank, flat. Didn't look like they enjoyed it or anything. So this one. How about the facial hair? No way, dude. Motorcyclists shave all their hair to be faster in the wind. Look it up. Okay. Scar? Nah, man. They were as bald faced as my tires are gonna be after this. Okay. Ringed up like a bull, man. So, nose ring. Tattoos? I caught some ink on their neck. Or maybe it was a turtleneck. I don't know. Well, I think this is good. Oh no, they all look the same! Why? Well, okay, let's just think for a second, okay? So the person needs to have a shifty eye because everybody here is having a shifty eye. So this dude is already out of the question. Goodbye. Then the person had a stubby little nose. So this person is already kinda out of it. They said it was pretty tan. So I would say this one. Probably the brown eyes are matching because there is nobody with blue eyes. Dark hair. I would say it's this one. Because they said pretty tan. And to be fair, they are all having the same color. So that would kind of like give you the idea of that this is how it is. Because they all have dark hair, you would guess the dark hair is correct. The eye is the same. Brown is for everyone. So this is the one. This is having the most similarities between all of them. So yeah, arrest that person.
Hello, mister. My family got a new wage bill for the printer last week. My mom says I confused the color of them though, because it is substantive. But if it's about babysitter comes over, then it's just off the grid. And they always have boring omen printed on them, at least printed on the or something.
So they are basically printing money. So, how do they look like?
Hot come of the 5 shapes. My favorite power is the 12 ribs and those roofs. It's so huge, it has huge talons.
How does that help? If you describe me, you're a dinosaur. How is that a face shape? What do you mean, huge talons? Is this the huge talons? I will go with this one, whatever.
They wouldn't let me edit drawings, but there were so many.
What? I asked about the skin color.
They wouldn't let me edit drawings, but there was...
How is that helping with the skin color? I'm not... That doesn't help at all. This kid is useless. Okay, we go with like a default color, I guess. I don't know, like a middle one. Like, not too dark, not too bright. I don't know, like this is not helping.
Well, don't tell my mom, but I think it's a wig. Like the wig my grandma has, but she told me not to tell anyone.
A wig. Like this? Is this a wig? I will go with this one. That's not a wig. These are not kind of wing-like. Wig-like. Yeah, I think this is the wig. Okay.
Not as red as mine, okay? Maybe a bit more red than mine.
Hair color. More red. So basically they are ginger. Okay.
I think they need the glasses. My friend Leon wears glasses. Leon's parent got him a PS5. Do you have a PS5?
I don't have a PS5, so glasses. Does this mean that they need glasses? I guess it means that.
Maybe he spilled the ink into them.
So it's green. But that doesn't... How do you know somebody needs glasses from these? Whatever, this is gonna be it. Nose?
I don't even know how he could get his fingers in there.
So small nose.
He looked like he got away with sneaking extra cookies into his lunch.
What? He looked like he got away with sneaking extra cookies into his lunch. It looked like he got away with sneaking extra cookies, so... How is that making his mouth like this? I guess, I don't know.
It's like they forgot to finish shaving. The pointy chin was sticking right out.
Pointy chin. Pointy chin? Forgot to finish shaving. The pointy chin. Like this, or... Man.
I think he won a starring contest with the Pterosaurus and the Pterosaurus got mad.
So he's having a scar. That helps.
You!
So I guess no piercings.
What's a tattoo?
No tattoo. Well, this looks like a very strange looking fellow. Oh no, this doesn't... Wait, that dude looks like him. I think. But they all look so different. Oh no. Well, he needs to have like facial hair though. So this dude that looks like mine is definitely not it. I would guess that the person that I need, this could be this is like the consistent hair going on here, and the nose is kind of the same here. I would guess it's this one. Yeah, I was happy to just go with it. Mine is not looking like it at all. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Ooh. Don't tell me that this ghost will be telling me this, because that's not gonna be helpful. The person who murdered me was Slight. Slight? What is that? Oh no. I just realized I'm not a native English speaker. Slight. What does slight mean? I will not use cheating. I will just try to go with the flow. Slight. You know what? Slight. Good. That's light. They look like they had a fright. So they were pale. They had beautifully smooth hair. Smooth. Beautifully smooth hair. So they didn't have like... I would go with this one. Their hair was also fair. So, grey hair. Their eyes lovely but full of apathy. Maybe this one. The color was like the sea blue. Their nose unremarkable. Unremarkable nose? How is that unremarkable? Which one? Which one isn't? I will go with this one. I don't know what is an unremarkable nose. Their mouth also unremarkable. This is not helping! Unremarkable mouth. I don't know. Their skin was smooth and unmarred. Okay? Nothing about them would catch you off guard. No scar. They love to pierce, but not themselves. So they killed you. Yeah, okay, yeah, alright. For it was I that will now delve. How is it helping me? That's not helping me with the tattoo, man. You are not helping me. Okay, whatever. This is it. Oh, no. They are... Oh, no. So that's an unremarkable nose or mouth. I didn't know. So basically, this dude is already out of the question. And this dude is already out of the question because they are having different mouth and hair. So these three remains, but blue eyes, so this doesn't count. So these two remains. I think this one, because the face shape is the same for everybody else. This was the sly, not this one. Or slight or whatever face. Okay, we go with this one.
He milked my cow! He stuck onto me farm and milked my cow!
Okay, so how did he look like?
I could bow it down to all the thick bushy beard! But this is not happening!
So he's having a beard. We know that much. Well, I will go with default face, I guess.
Oh, I don't know. I saw it from a distance, similar to his hair, but his hair was darker.
Wait, what? I don't know. I saw that from a distance, similar to his hair. But his hair was darker. So, I guess, let's say this.
Hairstyle? How should I know? I was nearly blinded by the glinting eye!
Blinded by the glinting eye? That doesn't help! Alright, if you have this hair, I don't know.
Hey, you listening? Dark! Dark hair, I say! He'll make my cow!
Maybe darker? I don't know.
Looking real good here for cow milking, but I can see right through the facade.
Guilty? Maybe this one?
I was at a distance, dark, same color as his hair, methinks.
Okay.
Probably good for sniffing out cattle.
So big nose.
I couldn't see it behind the beard.
Now we just give him like a slight smile, I guess. We know that he's having a beard.
No scars, but I'll give him one. I will knock out one of those perfect teeth.
Maybe he's having teeth then. No scars.
He look like a cow. Don't think so, but I ain't sure.
All right, this is our suspect here. I guess. Oh no! So he didn't have hair? Was he bald? I didn't know that. Well, at least we know that the nose ring and the mouth and the eye checks out. He was bald with dark eyes. His hair is non-existent. So considering that this one and this one is having different eyes, definitely not. These are the ones, but this is having brown eyes, so this is not. And everybody else is bald, so this is the one. There you go. Easy.
I attempted to apprehend this individual this afternoon, but they were extremely dangerous. Their powers of coercion were unparalleled. And it was out of my hands.
Well, how did they look?
I could stand to do some jaw workouts, it's a little light. I guess. I don't think I could look like that, even if I spent a little more time in the sun.
I guess.
It was pretty flat up on their head, but parted in the middle.
Parted in the middle, flat. This one, I guess.
White with red and green sprinkles.
Red and green sprinkles? What are you on about?
Scary looking. Were those things even human? They almost drained my appetite.
Scary looking. They almost drained my appetite. Were those things even human? Maybe this one?
I don't know if these things even had the capacity for color.
Yeah, I guess. Doesn't matter.
A little bulbous, I think. I wasn't really paying attention.
A little bulbous? So I guess this one?
It may look unassuming, but they could talk even an upstanding officer into taking the most delicious of bribes.
I guess.
Yeah, it was weird. 2 long pieces on either side. Oh yeah, nasty scar down the eye. The tip of it was almost touching their hair.
Okay.
Well, you know me. I know my loops and hoops. They had no hoops, no loops.
Okay.
I don't even think they would be old enough for that. I don't know.
Okay, I guess this is the dude.
A few moments later.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. It kinda checks out, but not. So the hair checks out. That's good. The hair is definitely good. The nose was the bigger one, but doesn't matter. I think they had the facial hair. He did say that, no? Did he say didn't he say about anything about the facial hair? Now I don't know, but I think he said something about the facial hair. So I think it's this one? Because it needs to have this eye. And I would either guess this one or this one. Because this dude is like too bright, and it was mentioned that he was kinda tan. Well. Because if this is the only one with facial hair, maybe it's this one, but maybe that's the point. I will arrest this one, I don't know. I require reparation for the incredible wrongdoing done to my establishment. I caught someone red-handed defacing my beautiful sign. No longer does it say elevate your art experience, but rather elevate your, excuse my French, fart experience. I demand justice. Okay, what about their face? A jaw like a rock, who said no to the sea. You will not move me, I will be free. This is not helping at all. There you go, I guess. A golden sunset over the beach as the waves breathe life into your sorrows. I guess. A toilet brush used far too long, I believe. We are all like a toilet brush deep down. This looks like it. Like the sky before a storm, what untidings shall it bring to our town? But more importantly, to our hearts. So I guess grey. Unbothered by the atrocities they have committed, but no winds or lashes is stronger than me, an art gallery owner. You will not win this fight, spray paint. What? Unbothered by the atrocities they have committed, but no winds or... This is not happening. I'm bothered. I guess this one. I don't know. A dense jungle, imagine if you will. The chirping of birds and critters and the sun reflecting of wavy, waxy leaves. What? That's jungle? So green? Like it didn't bother pulling its weight when the face was molded from the earth.
Sorry, you have reached the number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
What? Does that mean it's small or big? I will go with this one. Highly luscious, oddly enough like the dribble of juice that pours down your chin as you bite into the ripest mango. I guess this one. Clean shaven. At least you said the with proper words. Alas, a gas shall be mismatched from this lad, for they would rather pass gas and mass on my walls and glass. What? I guess no scar. Unblessed by the alluring magnetism of gold and jewels, they will never know what they are missing. You think this cretin would allow near thy skin? You clearly have learned nothing from me. I guess this.
12 seconds later.
Well, I was relatively fine, I guess. I assume it's something like here. Their hair is probably this one, it seems. I am not sure about the scar, really, because the scar is, well, kinda inconsistent, because I was not sure about that. The eyes are probably needs to be this one, because there's two of them, and it's definitely not this one. I would say this one, because it's green eyes, and I think the eyes were green, not brown. So, yeah, I will go with this one. Hi, hello. You see, I work at the stock market and, well, some things have gone awry.
I only stepped away for a moment to go elevate my fart experience, but when I came back, all of our charts and graphs had been flipped upside down. The stock market has completely collapsed as a result. We are in shambles. Please help me fight who did this. I only caught a glimpse of them as they were running out.
Okay, so face?
I didn't notice anything wildly unusual, I just got a glimpse after all.
So the default face.
They had darker skin wearing some sort of short-sleeved shirt. It looked like the explosion from the bomb they have metaphorically dropped on our stockholders.
Huh? Explosion? Which one looks like an explosion? Either this one or this one, maybe? I'll go with this one.
It was much broader than my financial future is starting to look. Oh no, my poor 401k. Their soulless gaze bore a hole into my soul and my monetary well-being.
Soulless gaze, so maybe this one?
Oh, I don't even know what does it matter anyway.
It matters. I need to know. Well, I don't know.
Nose? Yeah, they were super nosy. What was he even doing in there anyway? Oh, geez, they look proud to have done it. That's all I could say.
A smirk?
There was a lot of hair, but just on the head, I think. Once again, I didn't get a great view from the front. Just the scar he's left on my 2024 official report. Oh man. I think so. Well, I think they tripped over our printer, so it might be just been spilled ink.
So this is your guy. Oh yeah. Wait, did I ask about this?
I didn't get the best look at their face from the front, but I definitely saw a glimmer.
I'll go with this one. Oh lordy. Lordski, Lorderson, Lord. Well, that's great. Probably it was this eye, because he couldn't really tell the eye color. And this hair. He looked proud. I think this one. I think.
Hello. I would like to report a getaway driver that drove away before, their partner got into the car. Of course, I noticed this from a distance as an innocent bystander. But their actions also seemed incredibly rude, so please, jot that down as well.
Let's see the face.
Head shape. I didn't think you would be able to get any logic through that thick skull. Beautifully tan, like they just got back from the Bahamas, which never mind. Certainly big enough to hold the lies.
How was this supposed to help me? I guess.
It matches the flaming malice in her soul. Oh, what could I say? Apathic, genuine, cold, uncaring, heartless.
Maybe this.
Green or brown, brain. Maybe around the size of the empathy inside her. You think they would crack the smile from striking it rich? But no. Grumpy Pants has to take it all. Nah, they shaved it all off before the heist. If they do, it's probably you. Nope. Yeah, snake wrapped around the skull, facing right with its face down.
So glad this dude stopped speaking. I can't speak like this more. That should be good, I think. It is not good. It is absolutely not good. Oh no. Wait. Oh, they all have the same tattoo. I was about to say, the tattoo will help. They all have the same tattoo. Didn't he say that the eye color was green and brown? So this brownish green color, and this is the only person with the green eye color. The hair could be that. Kind of sad face. I know they said that there were no scar, but it could be a new one. I would say this one. Because I don't think these 2 or 3, these are having the consistent hair. This eye is absolutely not that it was said. This eye was the one that they described. I didn't use that one, but whatever. The hair, I think is this hair. The skull here, the face, I don't know, thick skull, but I don't know, I think this is the person.
There was someone running down my street in nothing but their birthday suit. Are you listening to me, bucko? We are dealing with a streaker. Quite slim for someone in the buff, I would say. I theorized they woke up one day and realized not 1 ounce of skin had ever seen the sun. Well, they had more hair than I do. How dare you? I'm colorblind. Everything looks quite grey to me. Eyes? They were huge, I think. I didn't have my glasses on at the time. You are going to ask a colorblind glassesless man?
Man, okay.
Are you gonna keep asking me questions about this skinny creep, or are you gonna catch the darn stacker?
This is not happening!
They had a bit of pout. There is nothing I hate more than someone who loves to complain. Why they looked rather dandy took me back to the good old days of the 1930s.
I guess, I don't know.
The belly button was the original scar. What are they teaching kids in school these days? I hope you mean on the face. I didn't notice. Where am I?
You are here at the police station trying to give me some detailed appearance stuff about people that I need to draw a sketch about. You are not here to ask me questions. I'm asking the questions, you are answering them. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is gonna be it, I guess. Well, I was right about the hair, I think. He was colorblind, so who knows what kind of like eye color did he have, but it's probably blue. Well, I'm kinda thinking about this one or this one. I think it's this one. Okay, let's see. How did it go? You arrested 10 people. Yes. You arrested 3 innocent people. Hey, that's not that bad. 7 out of 10 is good, I think. Yeah, that's a 70% success. And in my book, that is a victory. Because, you know, if you look at it that way, yeah, no matter how way do you want to look at it, 70% is 70%. And 70% is a passing grade. Even in school, it's good. 70% is great. Alright, and that's it. It seems to me that's it. Because nothing is... I can't do anything. Well, that's good. Okay, this is a good game. Especially if it's like randomized and every time you play, there are always different faces. And I assume it is, but I don't know. But either way, pretty good game. Pretty fun. Short, nice, free experience on itch.io that you can play from your browser. You don't even have to download it. So yeah, it's a very unique and lovely game. I think it's nice. And surprisingly, I think I did quite alright. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. If you would like to see more games from itch.io, or if you have any kind of recommendation, please be sure to let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!